This is an unacceptable supply failure, particularly for residents in Tunbridge Wells who face significant disruption for the second time in as many months. We are holding South East Water to account as the company responsible for the areas most affected. We have been clear in our daily meetings with the company that restoring supply must be the company's absolute priority, that every possible measure must be taken to protect vulnerable customers, and that those affected must receive proper compensation for the disruption they have experienced. Far too many people are unable to wash safely or have adequate sanitation in their homes. Far too many businesses are being affected. The supply issues in Kent and Sussex have been caused by several short-term factors, including a period of prolonged cold weather, which led to a large number of burst pipes and water mains across the network, and operational issues at water treatment sites caused by Storm Goretti. However, the disruption in South East comes against a backdrop of previous outages and continued poor performance by South East Water in maintaining a reliable service for its customers. It is yet further evidence that the water system is broken. For too long, water companies have failed to maintain their infrastructure and build the resilience needed to withstand events like this. Customers are paying the price for years of underinvestment, and this government will fix this through our whole-scale water reforms. This includes stronger rules on maintenance and resilience, backed by £104 billion of private investment for infrastructure upgrades and the creation of a new single powerful regulator. Thank you.
We're at a water station at the Sports Centre, East Grinstead Sports Centre, because we're on day 3 of an outage which has affected over 16,000 homes in my constituency. The epicentre of the outage has been here in East Grinstead, but it's also been in many of my villages: Forest Row, Ashurst Wood, Nutley, Chelwood Gate. So we've had a lot of people affected, whether it is business or indeed there was meant to be a fun run for a local charity here on Sunday, which has been cancelled. People have had to close businesses, schools are not open today. It's been an absolutely horrendous weekend.
This is not the first outage in recent times related to South East Water. How are residents feeling? Are they frustrated? What's the feeling amongst residents that you've gauged?
Yeah, they're fairly stoic today, but they have been livid over the weekend, and they're venomous about the worry about this happening again. We have seen a thaw, and we've seen the impact of the storm. The issue at Barkham Treatment Works in the Witchcross Reservoir has compounded this, and there's something called bulk sharing between the Kent water companies and ours. Southern and South East has meant that when there's been problems, that has been compounded by people withdrawing to focus on their local need. It means that us at the very end of the line are most impacted. So I had a heads up on Friday, we could have some problems. We have had an absolutely hideous weekend, the worst that was expected and anticipated, and we know that we're one of the largest bottled water users in the country because of the fragility of the system, the way the system works, and the fact that my constituents are regularly inconvenienced by the failures.
And what would your message be for the leaders of these water companies?
Look, I've tried to work constructively. Ironically, this morning I was due to be at Weirwood Reservoir, meeting with them about what we do about the linkages between there and Arding Line, how we get that more online, and how we do more to deal with the fragility on this system. But the problem is we've of course had a drought, hose pipe ban, we had issues with ice and snow. During COVID we had no water during the heat. This is a multiplier of times that people have had no water. And I think there is a genuine feeling of whether this leadership can take this company through and fix this. And that is what my constituents are saying. They want to believe that that leadership can do it. And in the conversations I've had this morning, I think that is very doubtful. The communication needs to improve, and people need to believe that this is fixable. They need to get some people out on the media helping people to believe that they are there delivering for my constituents, their bill payers, because at the moment it feels like they're working very hard but they're forgetting to tell anyone, and I'm not totally sure we can all believe that they can lead us through this challenge and the future ones which are doubtless to come.
Are you joining MPs like Mike Martin then in calling for Dave Hinton to resign, or are you not quite there yet?
Well, I spoke to Dave this morning, and I was very clear that I think he is going to struggle to convince me and others, and most importantly my constituents and bill payers, that he can lead this company through. Look, it's not at the moment about, you know, heads rolling, it's about taps running. But for me, we need to make sure that going forward that there is a leadership team and there's belief that this team can deliver, and at the moment I'm not certain, along with other MPs, that that is the case.